Welcome to a new episode of Bitch, I'm Hungry. I go by the name of Jarv Dee, and I gotta get a shout out to my sponsors, Clutch Cannabis, for powering this good weed I am smoking. And today we are smoking on Hawaiian Dutch by Sub X. Of course, this is sativa, because I don't like to go to sleep. I like that taste. Today we're also eating at Luna Azul, which means blue moon in Spanish, and it's ran by Junior and his pops Felipe. If you're not familiar with Junior, he's part of the break crew AOM, which Jay Park is also a part of. Our special guest today is Cha Malone, who is also a part of AOM, CEO of Higher Music, producer at AOMG, and artist at Higher Music. Let me hit this a couple more times, then we're gonna head in for some good Mexican food at Luna Azul. What's up, everybody? We are inside Luna Azul. I am Jarv Dee, and my special guest today is Cha Malone.
What's good?
Already.
How you doing? Already.
Now, Cha is producer, AOMG, Higher Music, CEO, AOM Breaker. You got a list of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
welcome
man.
to the spot that we usually come to. First question, what got you into music?
My mom grew up with Motown music. She grew up listening to like a lot of 70s, 80s black music.
Yeah.
She was always singing around the house. My mom's actually a singer. She was a jazz singer back in the 90s. She had an album that came out.
Yeah.
I guess that inspired me too. She bought a keyboard for me in 3rd grade. And then she had a karaoke machine with like 2 cassette tape decks.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah,
And then you have the little microphone.
Yeah.
I know a lot of producers started out doing that, where they would like layer the sound like
that's
on the different tapes.
Yeah. Damn.
I was figuring that stuff out in like 2nd or 3rd grade. I never thought it would be a career though.
What was that moment that you were like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna be doing?
So I started making beats around 2000, 2001, and I was a 7th grader. The homie B-Boy Fidget, he had the FL Studio Fruity Loops software on his computer. So I went over there. We used to go practice, like breakdance practice. He had that program on his computer, and I was playing around with that. So I went home, downloaded the demo.
Yeah.
I had a demo version, so I couldn't save any of my files. I just got to export the track to MP3, and that's it. I was doing that for years. And then Jay, shout out to Jay Park, he came back from Korea in 2009. He didn't know I made music.
Yeah.
But he was trying to keep it going. He came back to the US, and I offered my assistance, you know.
Yeah.
He kind of helped get my career up and running. So it had been a minute before I thought I could actually make money from doing that or make it a career. I had just graduated college too, and that was for a completely different thing. It was I wanted to be an animator or like do concept art for movies. Like I want to work for Pixar or DreamWorks.
Oh damn.
And that was my dream.
I've seen some of your art. Yeah, you're absolutely.
Thank you, bro. I always knew in the back of my mind that music was, that's gonna be fun. You could really like take that and reach people a little more than I guess being behind the scenes of as an animator. Yeah. I always wanted to get my stuff out there, my art out there, like to the masses. Songwriting, producing, all that stuff is like public.
Have you thought about doing any animation just for the fun of it?
Nowadays, that would be dope to go back to those roots and incorporate it in, say, a music video.
What track are you most proud of?
Honestly, right now, not because it's the only song out, but Exotic
I was gonna say
was like such a huge thing for me to finally put my stuff. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that's just hard.
To finally put my own work out there after all these years of working behind the scenes for other people. You are your own worst critic. So for a long ass time, I was just like, maybe I'll hold off on it. It's been 8 years since I put out a project. This is a record that I could look back on and just be super proud of it, you know. If we were to talk about songs that I'm proud of that I produced for other people, I would say All I Want to Do for Jay. That's like our first record to go like platinum.
Damn, boy got platinum hit.
That's crazy. But story behind that was I was getting ready to fly back to Seattle. I was in Korea.
Yeah.
Same day of my flight, right? I go to the studio to go pack up my equipment, and Jay's there. He's like, "Yo, let's record a song." I was like, "Oh man." He's like, "Come on, just one more song." That ended up being the biggest song we did.
Damn.
That's crazy.
So if you would have just said, nah, man, not tonight, man, that could, might not have made it.
It's
One
like-
thing about Jay, man, he be grinding, man. He is a true grinder.
Cannot be outworked.
So you being black and Filipino, what's that experience like doing in the Korean music industry?
I feel fine right now, but
Yeah.
it's probably just all in my head. But you know, like
Yeah.
being a mixed person in general, you go through life thinking you don't fit into certain places.
Especially in a different country, man. It's like,
Yeah. My whole mindset back then was like, if things weren't working out in Korea, I would blame it on like, oh, it's because I'm not Korean. And, you know, and that could be very true,
Yeah.
just because of marketability. But I had to let that go, and I was just like, do my job, do what I went there to do, and not worry about that stuff. But I do feel like it's not easy being a non-Korean in
Korean industry.
Korea?
Yeah, definitely.
But if you do learn the culture, if you do learn to speak the language,
Yeah.
you're good.
Why has it been like, why was that 8-year break since your last project to now? Is that just hold it back, or is that like?
Well, when I listen back to that album, I just wasn't technically knowledgeable to make my album sound like I wanted to. And I rushed that album. And now it's like stuck on Spotify forever. Can't go out like that anymore. I rushed that. I didn't want to rush something again.
Yeah, boy. It's CL to the soul. It's AO to the MGJ and Cha to Malone. Put this in your stereo or on your mobile phone. Don't got time for child's play, cause all of us are grown. Oh shit. Don't be a hating ass bitch boy. Don't be a hating ass bitch boy. I don't care.
This is the most fire cocktail I've ever had in my life.
How you doing? How you doing?
Okay.
Nice to see you. You got it. You feel it?
Ooh, thank you. Oh, ho, ho.
You want to explain what you have?
I got the Holy Grail. This
Holy
is,
Grail. Simple.
essentially fajitas, but with instead of one choice of meat, it's got chicken, it's got steak, it's got shrimp, and I usually like flour tortillas.
And this is called the.
Chicken chili bacon.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Is this the pole baller? The famous pole baller.
thank you, bro.
Thank you. Damn.
Oh my God, more than good. So these tortillas are actually in-house,
In-house handmade.
handmade, and the horchata was made in-house. Junior's one of my crew members. He's one of my best friends. This is his restaurant. His family is actually from Acapulco, so I don't know if this is a flavor or a taste of their area.
Yeah.
But I like to think that. Uh-oh,
The champ is here.
the champ is here.
Hey, yo, what up?
If you didn't know, this is Junior.
The Lucha Libre. right here.
Lucha Libre Taco Festival. They call me Taco Boy. I entered with Burrito Man. No, so we entered a Taco Festival event in Everett this last Saturday. Places from downtown Seattle all the way up to Everett. And yeah, we came, there's like 30 plus vendors, I believe, and we got best taco for the night. So,
Fire.
Greenwood, Luna Azul. You know where it is, best taco right here.
Best taco. Damn.
Luna Azul.
Already. So Junior, what inspires the recipes in Luna?
Man, so we kind of just try to like make what we grew up on eating at home, but like the chili, nobody makes it like that. They usually use like a red tomato sauce on it, with only cheese in there, you know. But we grew up with eating it with like how we serve it here. And all the flavors and everything come from like our hometown in Mexico. It's called Guerrero.
This inspiration, the pole baller. Did Poe make some of this up? Or
No, so we already had the mac and cheese with carne asada.
Yeah.
He kept ordering shrimp with it. It actually fits perfectly because, you know, po' boys,
Yeah.
steak and shrimp.
Boom, the
And
pole
so,
baller.
Po' baller. He kept ordering it like that, so I was like, yeah, hell yeah, we'll put your name on it, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. Enjoy, guys.
Thank you. So, Cha, what advice do you have to give to other producers out there?
My biggest advice is learn how to do everything. Engineer, recording vocals,
Yeah.
mixing records, learning about microphones, trying to master the whole craft of audio. It's nice when you do know how to do every step of the process to make a complete song. You feel the best about what you're putting out. You feel the best about how it sounds because that's exactly what your mind intended to. Oh yeah, and don't quit.
You never know.
It took me like 10 years to even get my foot in the door in the industry. And that was through a friendly favor, you know. The consistency left me confident in what I was doing at that point.
What do you think is like the biggest difference between the American market and the Korean market?
They still do a great job of holding on to the essence of full songs, not just loops.
Yeah.
That's not to say that everything in the U.S. is like that. There's so many genres, but in Korea, especially the genres we do, like hip hop, R&B, pop music, they're still adding bridges, like chord changes. They're doing chord changes in the pre-hook. They're doing all these variations, and that really taught me to be able to make a whole song if I needed to, not just a loop.
That's dope. Yeah, hell yeah. Man, this is that food that you eat, you go home and pass out. What is the biggest lesson that you learned in this industry?
Ooh, have a lawyer, educate yourself. This is no one's fault but myself.
Yeah.
I got nobody to blame, but I probably missed out on tens of thousands of dollars because I didn't know where to collect my money. Like, collect my royalties, collect publishing. These are all forms of income, passive income from your copyright of your work. You may find a publisher in one territory, doesn't mean they can collect everything in the world for you. It's not all about money, but if it's a business, if it's a career for you, that's important.
All right, so we just got done wrapping up these meals. Thank you very much, Cha. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me on the show.
Very
bro.
talented man. I need some animation done ASAP. So I'm gonna wrap it up. My last strain that I have is Georgia Peaches by House of Cultivar. Shout out to my guy Junior. Thank you for inviting us to Luna, man.
Thanks for coming through, bro.
The food was bomb as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out my guy Cha for, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for
Stopping
having me on the
through.
show.
Very talented, man. All right, why don't you tell everybody where Luna's at?
Definitely. So we're right on Greenwood, 85th Street. Right in the middle, dead center crosswalk. The IG for Luna is Luna Azul Seattle. Come follow us and check out some good food.
You might see us here.
Cha, what's your socials, man?
Instagram.com/Cha Malone, and then Twitter.com/ChaChaAOM. Out here.
Anyway, let me shout out my sponsors, Clutch Cannabis, for powering this episode. And let me shout out House of Cultivar for this bomb-ass weed. This is that Georgia Peaches. There we go. And that was an episode of Bitch, I'm Hungry.
Oh girl, you fine. No, I don't buy it. Got you running back when you feeling bad. Oh no.